क्या अब हम लोग शुरू करें? हेलो। राजीव जी, आई एम ब्रज किशोर झा, presently in Jharkhand, Ranchi, and I am ex-Meconian, whose head office is in Ranchi, and I was in various projects of from Mecon. I was responsible for various projects, and I was connected with environment also, environmental engineering also. But I could understand that what is environment and what is climate change and all these things. Once I left not only Mekong, I left the industrial sectors altogether, and that I could realize when my wife was infected with silicosis. So from there I start. I will not take those emotional things over here. So what I have understood that colonization of resources is done, not colonization of country is done. Colonization by corporates was enacted, or it was done whole of Asia, Africa, mostly by corporates. Prior to that, kings were there, and they were ruling, and they were lavishly misutilizing the resources, but uh, they were not able to create capital out of it. But once the corporates came into came into being, they created the capital out of nature. Nature is not capital. Like nature is our mother, and we are inclusive of nature. My father used to tell me that who am I? I am nature. When I am nature, how I can colonize resources for myself only, or for my corporates only, and utilize that resources for exploitation of the resources. When once capital is formed and capital is converted into equity, and that equity is aimed to for profiteering, then we are capitalizing our mother, colonizing our mother for the for exploitation of her with her resources only. So that is the concept I have understood. And what I feel that worldwide, whatsoever political domain is there, maybe capitalism, maybe communism, maybe any religion, religion is talking of nature sustainability. All religious things are talking of religious sustainability. Utopian things for all political things are utopian way of reaching that thing only, that colonization should not be there. Nature sustainability is there, should be there. But arriving to that place by corporatizing the things, and then using world bodies, IMF, UNO, all for and for capitalizing the capital for colonizing the resources. Five elements of the nature, which is responsible for life. If that is that we think that it is human centric, then we are gone. It is not, nature is not human centric. Human is nature centric, and that I have understood, and that's why I talk of that we should development should not be for sustainable development with sustainable development goal, which is human centric. Rather, it has to be sustainable for the sustainability of nature. So goal of development, once it is sustainability of nature, wherein human is also included. It is where then the nature, we all the system we will have thinking in that direction, that how to best utilize the resources without wasting it. In that case, we will try to create not wealth, we will try to create, have sustainable nature, 5 elements whatsoever is there, we will not waste it. Abundance we will create. So economy of abundance and economy of scarcity. Once we are aiming for nature sustainability, then we will see to it that all the 5 elements, utilizing the nature science or technology, we are able to create more and more abundance of the natures, which is not sustaining only the human being, but sustaining first the nature itself. Suppose we are trying to create so much pressure on Himalayan, where which in itself is sustaining the nature and sustaining the human being. But we have made so much road, so much we made this hydropower, as if the hydropower it has only we need one, it is human centric. If we need hydropower, we have to think whether it will sustain the Himalayan also and nature also. So ultimately, or it is only for human. So human centric development has destroyed the nature itself, and which will ultimately destroy the human being. So now let me come to what I am trying to tell, that presently, with all those thoughts, I have come to I am trying at various places, but right now I am in Jharkhand, and Jharkhand was created. I was associated with that, and during that period, when our Aboriginal peoples, the Adivasi people, where they were talking, or they are whenever they are talking, that Jharkhand is for Jharkhandi, Jharkhand is for Adivasis, I simply deny that with them. That no, Jharkhand is not for Jharkhandi. Jharkhand Adivasis are for Jharkhand. Son is for mother's welfare, and mother takes care of child. So mother is not the property capital of Adivasis. Similarly, whole world we have created as if we are the owner of this world, and we are creating a small country, a small area, and religion and all those things, and we behave as if we are the superior, the other is inferior. Superiorism and communalism, all those things we are utilizing to exploit the nature. Ultimately, to our to a few advantages. So ultimately, we have to think about that. No, nature sustainability is should be our goal, not the sustainability development, which is human centric. So at this point, I will try to just tell from here onwards. I will tell you what I am trying to do in Ranchi. So once my intention is to have sustainability of nature, that means 5 elements. So I started with the goal of sustaining or water. So from water I started, that I could understand that water is being misused, and that was utilized for colonization of India mainly. And how it was, I will explain a bit of that how it was utilized for a colonization of India. Britishers when came East India, no, it is not Britishers who came. East India came here, and Britishers were just subservient to that East India Company, and those servants were trying to see it that the industrialization of corporates being done by corporates in UK is able to sustain. For that, they wanted to sell their clothes in India, but since in India, cloth was uh, household decentralized business, not business. Rather, everyone was almost every village was producing for its own need. So that was the thing. But how and that is the ultimately solution, that you decentralize the resource use of resources, and then there will be no wastage of the thing. And the wastage of 5 elements, it starts from in water, energy, what we call fire, uh, earth, and sky, and all those 5 elements. क्षितिजल गगन पावक समीरा, क्षितिजल गगन pavan samira. So all those things are to be sorry, I am not able to just um, tell that thing. So all this 5 element has to be uh, recycled. No waste is to be created, but the waste philosophy, WEST, waste philosophy is to create waste, WAST, waste, and that creates scarcity. And scarcity is responsive, makes the profiteering possible. And profiteering is always for corporates, and it is not even for human. Ultimately, it is detrimental to the civilization. So profiteering has to be stopped, and we have to think about nature sustainability. Now I am drifted, it looks. So what I am trying to do that in Jharkhand, that I have understood that coal was being coal or different types of mining has been done, and that mining in here is it all started with coal, not only coal. Bauxite was mined, and that is in Lohardaga area. And from Lohardaga area and this up to this Patratu and this area, there are 4 main river which is which starts originates from this area. These are the Swarn Rekha and South Coil, just in the west, and North Coil and this Damodar. So these 4 rivers, and having so many small rivers which are contributory to this 4 river is starting from here. Now what happened when we are mining? We have mined the bauxite. What was the role of bauxite? Bauxite is hygroscopic, and it was providing groundwater recharging at that place. So that has been destroyed. Coal mines and all those things. It was recharging the groundwater, and this our whole of river uh, along the river, that groundwater is recharging, or availability of groundwater is a must for the river to survive. So that has been destroyed over the years. Forest has been destroyed over the years, and uh, only for energy and for minor this utilization of construction material and all those things. So how we can regain those things? So for first thing, I could understand that Jharkhand is having enough of fire. That means solar energy. So how to utilize solar energy in and conserve the coal and conserve the other resources like bauxite and all those things by utilizing the solar energy which is coming and which is creating uh, with the water. This forest is created and all those things. So biomass is created. So with utilizing a biomass and utilizing the solar energy in itself in its and solar energy has two forms, and, solar rays and solar heat. So all these things how we can utilize and create abundance of nature, rather recreate, revive the nature's abundance in the Jharkhand, which was prevalent when I came around in 70s. It was available, but now it has destroyed. And the same thing, it has to be replicated in Uttarakhand. I have planned for that area also. So I am trying my level best to create utilize solar energy in both form, heat form and this raise form, for creating not only electricity for day-to-day life, energy utilization, and creating biomass and all those things. So those things, I have a template of those things, and I am trying and I have created a connect with so many people, including my alma maters who I am from BIT Sindri, and from BIT Sindri, mostly my alumni are here, so they are also supporting me. I am trying to rope in this Khadi Gram, so who has been considered as if they are to do the manual things only, whereas I have understood that Gandhi never wanted that it should be manual only. It has engineering interventions are required, and engineering interventions are uh, to be utilized at the grassroots level. It is not has to be centralized, but as the centralization helps corporates to exploit the nature. So engineering designs, engineering interventions is required at the village level and in a smaller form. So those things I have visualized, conceptualized, and I am trying to rope in all so many people for these things, so many groups for these things, and I will try to discuss with them, and we can have all those things for the nature sustainability from Himalayan range to the Mithilanchal area of Bihar and Eastern UP. All those for all those things, we are a group of people. We are trying to create all those things, and all this all started with that only, that we have to save Ganga, because we are once we are flushing our toilet, which that was the initial thing, which was started done by East India Company to dislodge the uh, this cloth to dislodge the cloth making in the villages in India or in the Indian subcontinent, which was household affairs, and sustain the corporates of that.
Braj Bhaiya, just to interject, Dilip Srivastava Bhai from Ranchi has logged in. He is listening. He is busy in his some work, so he may not be able to participate. But he has kindly, on our request, he has logged in, and he is. वो आपकी बातों को सुन रहे हैं, तो इतना ही खाली आपको बोलना था. आप प्लीज कंटिन्यू करें.
So British, that East India
नहीं
Company.
नहीं नहीं नहीं, इसका कहने का मतलब यही है कि भैया इसके बाद आप हिंदी में आ जाइए।
हाँ, तो हम लोग अभी मतलब इस चीज को तो समझ गए हम लोग कि हमको इन इंजीनियरिंग और ऑटोमेशन को डिसेंट्रलाइज करना है, और उस डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन के लिए एनर्जी का सोर्स जो है वो सूरज हमको और बायोमास जो हमेशा बन हमारा जो जो रिक्रिएट होता है इन सोलर एनर्जी से, और जो जो पंच तत्व है पानी से, पृथ्वी से, क्षितिजल पावक गगन समीरा से जो भी चीज रिक्रिएट होता है, और उस क्षितिजल पावक गगन समीरा को बचाने का प्रयास, और उसको उसके एबंडेंस का यूटिलाइजेशन के लिए, एबंडेंस के लिए हम विज्ञान का, नेचर के ही विज्ञान का उपयोग करते हुए कैसे हम आगे बढ़ेंगे, इस चीज के लिए हम लोग अलग अलग तरह से डिस्कस करके और उस चीज को कैसे विलेज लेवल में इम्प्लीमेंट करेंगे, उस इम्प्लीमेंटेशन के लिए मैं रांची में कुछ दिनों से बैठा हूँ और अलग अलग तरह का चीज कर रहा हूँ। मैं थोड़ा सा उसका ग्लिम्स देना चाहूंगा। जैसे मैं कल रात में एक यहाँ एक गांव में गया था, और उसमें सिर्फ 5 एकड़ जमीन को हम लोग देखे, और उस जमीन में हम किस तरह से आप ये कर पाएंगे। वहाँ एक जो नदी जो कि दक्षिणी कोयल में जा करके मिलती है, और वो निकलती है उसी जगह से। रानी चुइया एक जगह है रांची में ही, जहाँ दुर्वा डैम है, वहां पर उधर की ओर वहां से स्वर्णरेखा नदी निकलती है जो कि दुर्वा डैम में जाती है, और वहीं से एक नदी निकलती है जो अल्टीमेटली उत्तरी कोयल में मिलती है। उसी नदी के किनारे ये 5 एकड़ जमीन है। वहां पर अभी कुछ जो फूड प्रोसेसिंग इंडस्ट्री की तरह से राइस मिल और ये ये गेहूं को ये करने वाला आटा आटा मिल बनाया है, और उस वो ग्राउंड वाटर को उसमें से डिप्लीट कर रहा है। लेकिन हम उस अभी हम उससे कंसर्न नहीं है। हम उन गांव वालों को साथ लेकर के वहां उस 5 एकड़ जमीन में फूड फॉरेस्ट बनाने का प्रयास, और उस फूड फॉरेस्ट के ऊपर में हम सोलर पैनल लगाने का प्रयास करने का डिस्कस कर रहे हैं। और उस सोलर पैनल से जो एनर्जी करीब करीब 5 एकड़ जमीन से 2 मेगावाट के लगभग हम फिजिबिलिटी रिपोर्ट बनाने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं। 2 मेगावाट पावर वहां से जनरेट होगा, जिसको हम ग्रिड में देने का प्रयास, या ग्रिड उसका जो अलग अलग तरह से उसको जहां पर हम सोर्स कर पाएंगे, मतलब जहां पर ग्रिड ग्रिड में जो जहां मैक्सिमम रिक्वायरमेंट होगा और उसका हम ये कर सकते हैं, तो ड्यूरिंग द डेज हम वहां से पावर जनरेट करके, तो हमारा हम उसको उससे जो अर्निंग होगा उससे हम आगे हम उस गांव के लोगों को, और कैसे हम उस गांव में जो सोलर का लोगों के घर के छत के ऊपर भी सोलर का लगाएंगे, और इस तरह का चीज हमारे स्कीम ऑफ थिंग्स में है। हमारे साथ लोग कैसे जुड़ेंगे नहीं जुड़ेंगे, हम लोगों को जोड़ने का प्रयास उसमें कर रहे हैं। तो आज हम इसी तरह के चीज को हम खादी ग्रामोद्योग तिरिल में है, जो कि एचईसी के पास में, वहां पर लोग जानते होंगे झारखंड के लोग। तो वहाँ गांधी आश्रम है जिसका हेड ऑफिस है पूरे झारखंड और बिहार का। उन लोगों से हमारा संपर्क हुआ है, और उसमें करीब 24 एकड़ जमीन है। उस जमीन को हम नेचर सस्टेनेबिलिटी की तरह से के लिए कैसे यूटिलाइज करेंगे। वहां पर हम उस जगह पर बायो एंजाइम का के लिए एकेडमी बनाने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं। सोलर एनर्जी भी वहां पर भी हम करीब करीब छः छः में 10 एकड़ में 6 मेगावाट, 6 से 8 मेगावाट, जो भी 6 मेगावाट बन पाएगा, तो उसका हम प्रयास कर रहे हैं। और उस चीज को वहां पर हम स्टीम बनाने का, सोलर हीट कंसंट्रेटर से स्टीम बना करके, जो स्टीम का यूटिलाइजेशन फूड प्रोसेसिंग के लिए और उसका एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन के लिए उस क्षेत्र को हम ये करने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं। उसमें हम सब लोगों का सहयोग सॉलिसिट करते हैं। इसके आगे हम लोग जो जो भी हम अभी अभी आज का हम समझ रहे हैं कि हम जो जो मेरी जो परिकल्पना है, उसमें जो लोग आना चाहेंगे, हम मुझे खुशी होगी। मेरा फोन नंबर 9650250274 है। कोई भी मुझसे संपर्क कर सकते हैं इस चीज में सहयोग करने के लिए। अपने विचार को भी हमको दे सकते हैं और आगे हम लोग इस चीज को आगे बढ़ाएं। इसके लिए रांची में हम इस 2 जगह पर प्रयास कर रहे हैं अभी फिलहाल। और भी एक पतरातू में हमारे सीनियर हैं जो अपना अपना इंडस्ट्री लगाए हुए हैं, लेकिन वो इसी पर्पस के लिए शुरू से ही लगाए कि वो कि हम समाज।
आप म्यूट हो गए हैं। ब्रज किशोर भैया, आप म्यूट हो गए हैं। ब्रज किशोर भैया, आप म्यूट हो गए
हाँ,
हैं।
हेलो। हाँ, अभी
या नाउ यू आर ओके।
सो हाँ, तो मेरे ख्याल से अभी अभी आज का हम लोग यहाँ सेशन समाप्त करें।
ओके, नाउ दैट वी हैव गॉट दिलीप भाई, I don't know, Dilip bhai is in the
अगर
position.
कुछ प्रश्न है तो जरूर कर सकते हैं।
Dilip bhai, you're invited. Please come in and आप अब अपने विचार ओ। ठीक है, 1 सेकेंड। चूंकि वो सेशन से निकल गए हैं, बट ही वॉज देयर।
नहीं, ठीक है। तो अब तो हम तो रिक्वेस्ट लोगों से किए ही है कि आप जो भी
तो
हमसे मिलना चाहें, हम
आप
फोन नंबर भी इसलिए डाल दिए हैं। तो जिनको भी जो जरूरत है, तो मतलब साथ होना चाहते हैं, तो या हमको किसी तरह से गाइड करना चाहते हैं, अपना विचार बताना चाहते हैं, तो मैं सार स्वीकार करने के तैयार हूँ।
करेक्ट करेक्ट। So I think it was a very beautiful half an hour session, and we can end the recording.
तो थैंक यू राजीव आनंद जी। हम लोग फिर आगे भी इस चीज को अलग अलग तरह से समझने का प्रयास करेंगे। और आप अभी आज के लिए हम लोग यहाँ एंड कर सकते हैं। कैन आई लीव नाउ?
Yeah, I am unable to. Okay. Yes.